Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Ms. Asmat Zehra and I am taking your social studies. Welcome to class 6A. First of all, I want to share the syllabus of the term. So, look at the board. First of all, we have to take geography. Chapter 13 from geography part will take chapter 13 features and movement of the earth. Then chapter 17 weather and climate. Then chapter 18 agriculture and livestock. Then chapter 19 agriculture in Pakistan. This is geography part. Then from history. From history we'll take chapter 1 civilizations and empire of South Asia. Then chapter 2 Indus Valley civilization and the Aryans. Then chapter 3 the arrival of Islam in the subcontinent. Then the last but not the least civic portion, chapter teamwork and spirit. So this is the syllabus which will be covered in this term. Okay, so first chapter which will take is from geography section, will take feature and movement of the earth. So let's start the first topic which is from the geography section. So the first topic or for this first chapter name is features and movement of the earth. This is the chapter which we will learn about the first. Then let's start. Before starting the topic, I want to have a recalling session about imaginary lines on the earth. Actually, you have already learned about this topic in class 5, but I want to recall your memory, or I want to have a review of the chapter of the topic. So there are two questions which we have about imaginary lines. First question is, are these lines actually exist on the earth? Or the second one is, why do we have these lines? So for the first question, are these lines actually exist on the earth? कभी देखा है कि आप कहीं से जा रहे हैं और you see any line, any imaginary line, अगर अर्थ पे कोई लाइन है आपको नजर आती, आपको नजर आएगी, कहीं देखा है आपके घर के पास, nearby a school or anywhere else, nearby the park, nearby the market or somewhere else in the grounds? Have you ever seen an imaginary line? No, not at all. So where are the lines? Actually, these lines are not exist. These lines do not exist on the earth actually. These are only on the paper. Okay? When we have a globe, what is a globe? Globe is a model of the earth. You can see this is a globe. This is just a model of the earth. This is a model of the earth and it has some lines. These are the imaginary lines. You can see the lines. These are imaginary lines. So why do we have these lines? Actually, for understanding or for knowing better about the location of a place as well as about the time and date, we have imaginary lines. Okay, so let's start the imaginary lines. The first imaginary line is axis. Axis is the first imaginary line which we will learn about. What is axis? Actually, the meaning of the word axis is when an object moves around its center, the center is called axis. Any object which rotates around its center, it is called axis. For example, take an example of a top. एक लट्टू की एग्जाम्पल लें. एक लट्टू आपने कभी घूमते हुए देखा होगा, उसकी एक निब होती है, एक निडल होती है, वो निडल की गिर्द अपने अराउंड में घूमता रहता है. A top is just circling or moving or rotating around its needle. The needle is the axis of the top. Same as a globe. You can see the globe is always moving around the needle which is on the top and at the bottom of the globe. This is axis of the earth. This is axis of the earth. This is an imaginary line. Again, I am telling you, this is an imaginary line. Actually, this does not exist on the earth. जैसे हमारी अर्थ प्लैनेट है, स्पेस में है, ऐसा नहीं है कि वहाँ पे कोई निडल है और स्पेस में अर्थ के साथ कोई निडल अटैच्ड है और अर्थ उसके गिर्द घूम रही है. नो, नॉट एट ऑल. अर्थ एक्चुअली just rotating around its axis, and we have, for the for our understanding, we have spot a needle on its axis. ठीक है. So axis is a point or a center on which any body or any object rotates. The earth rotates on its axis. ठीक है. Okay, then the equator. What is an equator? The second most important line. Equator is the most important line of the earth. It is the line which runs from west to east. It is the line which runs from west to east. You can see this line. This is equator. See, this is equator and it runs from west to east. And why do we have equator? Actually, the earth is a sphere, but it is not a complete sphere. It is flat from top and bottom, ठीक है, and from the middle it is bulge. It is coming out from its middle. So from the जहाँ से सबसे ज़्यादा बाहर को निकली हुई है, this part is called equator. This is an imaginary line which we drew on the globe. जो सबसे ज़्यादा बाहर निकला हुआ पार्ट है अर्थ का, बल्जिंग रीजन है, दिस इज कॉल्ड इक्वेटर. इक्वेटर डिवाइड्स द अर्थ इनटू टू हाफ्स, नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर एंड द सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर. ओके, व्हाट इज द हेमिस्फीयर? हेमी मीन्स हाफ एंड स्फीयर मीन्स स्फीयर. अर्थ इज अ स्फीयर, सो इट डिवाइडेड इनटू टू हाफ्स. Northern, in the north side we have from the equator till the north pole we say northern hemisphere, and from the equator till the south pole, this is called southern hemisphere. More lines we have nearby the equator we have more lines. You can see the more lines nearby the equator which are also vertical, which are also horizontal. The horizontal lines which runs from west to east, these are known as latitudinal lines. These are known as latitudinal lines. In the northern hemisphere there are 90 lines, 90 latitudinal lines which runs from west to east, and same as in the southern hemisphere from equator to the south pole we have 90 lines. These lines are not equal to each other, they are in different sizes. The biggest line of the latitudinal line is the equator line. Equator, as you know, the bulging region. So यहाँ से अर्थ जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा वाइड है. So that's why equator is the biggest line of the latitudinal line. जैसे जैसे इक्वेटर से हम नॉर्थ पोल की तरफ जाते रहेंगे, the size of the lines decreases. Same as जब हम साउथ पोल की तरफ आएंगे तो same as the northern pole, नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर, इक्वेटर से साउथ पोल की तरफ आते हुए भी हमारी लाइन जो है वो छोटी होती जाएंगी. ओके, दीज आर द लैटिट्यूडनल लाइंस. नाउ वी हैव गो अहेड फॉर द लॉन्गिट्यूडनल लाइंस. लॉन्गिट्यूडनल लाइंस आर द लाइंस which runs from north pole to south pole, north pole to south pole, and these are almost 360 lines. These are 360 lines. Center line of the longitudinal line is known as prime meridian, and prime meridian, same as the equator, prime meridian divides the earth into two halves, eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. In eastern hemisphere we have 180 lines, and in western hemisphere we have also 180 lines. So there are 360 lines in altogether in longitudinal lines. Okay, now this is today's lecture. Hope you understand it and like it. After it I want to give a summary of the topic. Today we learn about the imaginary lines. These lines are not actually existence on the earth, these are just imaginary lines. Then the first imaginary line, which is most important, axis. Then axis is a axis is a center, axis is a line, an imaginary axis is an imaginary line on which the earth rotates. Earth rotates around its axis. Then the second one is equator. Equator is the region region which divides the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Then the equator, same as equator, we have more vertical lines, more horizontal lines, which are known as latitudinal lines. These lines there are 180 altogether. There are 180 latitudinal lines, including, if we include the equator, there are 181 latitudinal lines. Then the longitudinal lines. Longitudinal lines are the lines which run from north to south pole, and these are almost 360 lines. 180 lines are in the in the eastern hemisphere, and 180 lines in the western hemisphere. The center line of the longitudinal line is known as the prime meridian, and prime meridian is the line which divides the earth into more two halves, eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. So hope you like today's lecture. Thank you. So today's assignment is to draw a picture of the imaginary lines on the earth and also label the diagram. Thank you.